KOFO 1220 and 103.7 FM.
Alexa, play KOFO on TuneIn.
Stay tuned for the following special presentation from 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to our coverage of Ottawa University Braves men's basketball on 103.7 FM, 1220, and online at KOFO.com. Brought to you by Kansas State Bank, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Quality Structures, and by Arvest Bank, Advent Health Ottawa, and Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home. OU Women's Basketball on KOFO is also brought to you by CarStar, Ottawa University, the Ottawa Herald, Sutton's Jewelry, Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, and Great Life Golf and Fitness. Now let's go courtside and join KOFO's Casey Weeder for OU Braves men's basketball.
From Andy Carrier Court inside Wilson Fieldhouse on the campus of Ottawa University in Ottawa, Kansas. Good evening and welcome to the quarterfinals of the KCAC tournament as the number 4 seeded Ottawa University Braves play host to the number 5 seed Kansas Wesleyan University Coyotes, who are receiving votes in the top 25. Hello, everyone. I'm Casey Weeder, joined by Bruce Tate as always. And Bruce, there couldn't be more on the line for these two teams tonight.
Yeah, big game for both teams to advance. For a meeting of they don't know who, because that game has been moved to Friday night. So the Braves or the Coyotes will have the opportunity to watch their next opponent tomorrow evening. But like you said, both teams have a lot riding on the line, and it's a big game here for both teams here this evening in Wilson.
Coyotes come in at 21-9, as I mentioned. They are receiving votes in the top 25 for OU. They're 21-10 as they finished 17-8 in the KCAC. The Coyotes at 15-9 as these two teams split during the regular season, both winning at home. Very different ball games, Bruce. An 83-81 win in Salina for Kansas Wesleyan, and then a 67-60 win for the Braves here in Wilson Fieldhouse just over a month ago. One thing that was consistent has been a fast start from the Coyotes. Jumped out to a 14-4 lead here in Wilson Fieldhouse, and then in the prior game in Salina, led by as many as 16 at the half, as Ottawa did come back and cut that to 2 late, but Ottawa cannot afford to get down by a lot early on.
Yeah, you're exactly right. The Braves will be challenged here defensively. They got some big matchups all across the Kansas Westlands Coyotes lineup, and they're really going to be challenged, with their defense intensity. So Braves are going to come out and definitely try to take some things away from the Coyotes.
We'll go ahead and take a quick break. When we come back, we'll look at the opening round matchups that these two teams had on Tuesday. You've been listening to Ottawa University men's basketball and on KOFO and 1220, 103.7 FM.
All of us at Kansas State Bank thank you for seeing the value of what a hometown bank means to our community. This is Bank President Roger Maxwell, and we've done our best during these most trying times to be here for you and your banking needs. For over 100 years, Kansas State Bank has known the value of the past, the importance of the present, and the innovation of the future. Kansas State Bank, member FDIC.
When it comes to jewelry, the fit is important, not just on your finger, but on your wallet. Hi, this is Lindsay Sutton at Sutton's Jewelry in downtown Ottawa, where we work to fit your ring to fit your budget. Diamonds come in all shapes and sizes and price ranges. The last thing we want is for you to think you can't afford a beautiful new ring. Come see our selection at Sutton's Jewelry, 213 South Main, downtown, where there's no high-pressure sales. We just want to be sure the fit on your finger matches the fit on your finances. You've got it made at Sutton's Jewelry.
Learning to work as part of a team is a trait that not only benefits students and athletes now, but can help them as leaders of tomorrow. This is Eric Price, Funeral Director and owner of Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Homes, proud to sponsor this sports broadcast on KOFO. Visit lamb-roberts.com.
Welcome back to Wilson Fieldhouse. We're about 8 minutes away from the national anthem and starting lineups, as it's a matchup between the 4-seeded Ottawa University Braves and the 5-seed Kansas Wesleyan the Coyotes. Coyotes took on the 12-seed Tabor College on Tuesday and just demolished the Blue Jays 102-59 in Salina. 60% from the field were the Coyotes, 16 of 26 from 3. That's their most makes all season, Bruce, and had a plus 21 rebound margin. They did turn it over 17 times, but when you get on the glass, like that and you hit 16 threes, you're not going to lose any games if ever.
Yeah, that's just showing toughness and ability to make shots on that night. So anytime a team is, controlling the boards, that's going to result in a great offensive put out, and they were lucky enough to get some threes on the backside of those.
The Coyotes have won 7 of 9. The leading scorer the other night, Corey Kaplan, had 26 on 10 of 11 shooting and 6 of 7 from 3. In the 2 matchups this year, Kaplan did not play in the matchup against Ottawa back on January 26th in this building, and on November 27th, Braves actually held him to 5 points. He's kind of battled some injuries, was in and out of the lineup, but right now catching fire at the right time. And when you have someone that's 6'6" that can shoot the rock from deep like that, there's not a lot of people that can get a hand in your face.
No, you're exactly right, and it'd be interesting to see how he comes and bounces back, from that game that he only scored those 5 points.
The Braves winners over the number 13 seeded Sterling College Warriors 93-70, as Ottawa outscored the Warriors 50-35 in the second half, while shooting 47% from the field, 12 of 34 from 3, 11 of 17 from the free throw line. 12 steals, Bruce, resulting in 18 points off of turnovers. They turned over the Warriors 18 times and had a plus rebounding margin at +6, and only turned the ball over 12 times. And that's been an issue for this team when you look at that Southwestern and Oklahoma Wesleyan losses to end the years. They just could not hang on to the basketball.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Those turnovers and empty possessions have really hurt the Braves, and they've got to do a great job of taking care of the basketball and coming up with some points on every possession that they can. And you talk about their ability to score. They really did a great job of scoring fast break points on that first round game.
Bruce, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't do some research into the deep, dark parts of the web. And most people don't know this, but there is a bracketology for the NAIA. NAIA Hoops Report is tremendous. Definitely recommend following them on Twitter.
Right.
Them, along with Red Banner Roundball, actually have Kansas Wesleyan and Ottawa in the tournament right now for the national tournament. Kansas Wesleyan is a 4 seed, Ottawa as a 3 seed. The KCAC gets 5 teams into the national tournament, which is hard to believe when we were very lucky to just get 2 in Division II. I mean, what does that say about how far this conference has come?
Yeah, we've been talking about that, these last 2 years in terms of where, this KCAC basketball has been. If you look, in that top 5, there's just some really good teams. Oklahoma Wesleyan, of course, being up at the top of the rankings definitely helps the conference. But when Oklahoma Wesleyan is getting beat by teams in the conference, that takes, some attention with the Raiders. So great job for all the coaches across the board. In terms of that, Coach Siva does a great job of keeping our teams consistently at the top half and being at the national tournament. And then, of course, just having a player like Jalen Scott in the conference as well brings a lot of attention too.
Reminder, there are 3 other quarterfinals that are happening 4 other, as McPherson is at Bethel. All these games starting at 7 o'clock. Bethany at Southwestern, as you look at the brackets on the screen. And then the game that got moved, Bruce, Avila and Oklahoma Wesleyan moved to Friday. So whoever wins that game is going to turn around and play again. Luckily, they'll play at 7 p.m. and not the 2 o'clock slot, like Ottawa had to play in the semifinals last year. But that definitely has an effect on whoever has to turn around and play in less than 24 hours.
Yeah, in comparison to the team that's playing tonight, you're exactly right. The turnaround, those are normal, tournament situations. So, whatever team it happens to be, they're going to be ready to play because it's survive in advance time.
Bruce, this will be the 12th matchup between Jackson Mallory and A.J. Range. I made a joke on Tuesday that A.J. probably could drive the bus here to Ottawa. He's played here so many times. But I look back to that quarterfinal matchup in 2018-19 that kind of jump-started this Ottawa program. Braves were the 5 seed going to the 4 seed Kansas Wesleyan, who had beat Ottawa twice that year. Braves go in with Isaiah Palmer, Ryan Haskins in that group and come away with the win in that building, end up going to the semifinals next year, win the conference title in the regular season, followed up with another semifinals appearance. There's just been so many big games between these 2 teams. And, of course, you talk about the coaching staff, Anthony Monson and Aaron Siebenthal, both really good friends. It's Kansas Wesleyan and Ottawa. It's rivalry time, and the level is going to be amped up tonight.
Yeah, you talk about the rivalry, and that's consistent, across the sports, on both campuses. Majority of the time they have respect for each other, but when it comes to game day, they definitely want to compete and they want to take the win home. So this game should be very fun.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll wrap up the pregame show. You've been listening. Ottawa University men's basketball in the KCAC quarterfinals on KOFO.
My name is Darby Whitell. I'm from Ottawa, Kansas. I'm studying biology and I'm a freshman at Ottawa University. I didn't expect how involved I would feel coming here. It's almost kind of like its own community. I'm very close with my family, like my parents, my brothers, my grandparents, like they're all my big support systems and they can come see my sporting events. Coming here was one of the best decisions I could have made.
The right decision for you is Ottawa University. Find out more by visiting ottawa.edu. The Advent Health Specialty Care Pediatric Team is making it easy to protect your family from COVID-19. Appointments are available every Wednesday from 1 to 4:30 in the afternoon for ages 5 and up. Call 785-229-8891 to schedule a vaccination appointment.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Welcome back inside Wilson Fieldhouse. Braves are 12-5 in this building. Braves are averaging 85 points per game while holding opponents to 71 points per game. The Coyotes 10-5 on the road this year. We talked about that last matchup here on January 27th, the 67-60 Ottawa win. And Kansas Wesleyan came out firing. They're up 14-4. Braves would cut it to 4 at the half and then went on a nice run to start the second half. But it was all about getting stops on the defensive end for really about an 8-minute period in the second half. Neither team could make a shot. But for the first time all year, we really saw Ottawa show their defensive prowess. And I think it's going to be more so tailored to a 67-60 game than the 83-81 game we saw in Salina early on in the season.
Yeah, that'd be fun to see, being a defensive coach in terms of that. But, like you said, that was a good turning moment for the Braves defensively. And they really dug in and got some big stops that then turned into big offensive possessions to win that game by 2.
We're going to go ahead and wrap up the pregame show. When we come back, it's the KCAC quarterfinals between the number 4 seeded Ottawa Braves and the number 5 seed Kansas Wesleyan Coyotes. You can listen to Ottawa University men's basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Susan, it's so great to finally be able to get together again.
Oh, it sure is. And I really appreciate you picking up the bill.
I'm happy to. I've got the extra cash. Since we've all been driving so much more again, I've been using Get Upside, the free gas app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Get Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make $200 to $300 this year.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Get Upside app now.
Download the free Get Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code ROAD for 25 cents a gallon or more cash back on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code ROAD to earn 25 cents a gallon or more on your first tank. That's code ROAD.
Great Life Golf and Fitness is a proud supporter of OU Braves basketball, and they support you in your goal to live and play better. The Great Life state-of-the-art fitness facility in downtown Ottawa is accessible 24 hours a day. Find out more by visiting greatlifegolf.com. Proud to be your golf and fitness community partner, Great Life Golf and Fitness.
The Ottawa Herald's new owner, Cherry Road Media, is bringing back local news to your local newspaper and want your help. Send news tips or story ideas to news@ottawaherald.com. For advertising, call Erica, 785-577-3935.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents and Doug.
Don't you just love the smell of old books? Shh, this is a library. Sorry, ma'am. We're looking for a book titled Liberty Mutual Customizes Your Car Insurance so you only pay for what you need.
I don't think we carry that, but check nonfiction.
He really does devour literature.
Please leave.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Exergen wants you to know about an important study just released by the FDA. It confirms what the medical community has known all along. Non-contact thermometers are not accurate, and they fail to meet FDA requirements for accuracy in labeling. With new strains of COVID on the rise, we can't afford to tolerate the rampant false temperature readings from non-contact thermometers. You need Exergen thermometers because they are accurate and backed by over 100 clinical studies. Be sure, be accurate with Exergen. Learn more at Exergen.com.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Andy Carrier Court inside Wilson Fieldhouse as we'll go ahead and get you the starting lineups for the visitors from Salina. Kansas Wesleyan 21-9 on the year. They've won 2 straight and 7 out of their last 9. They're receiving votes in the top 25. At guard will be number 2, Corey Kaplan, a 6-foot sophomore from Merritt Island, Florida, a transfer from McCook Community College. At guard number 5, Easton Hunter, a 6'2 freshman from Andale. At guard will be number 12, June Murdoch, the transfer from Friends, the 5'11 sophomore from Wichita, a first-team All-KCAC selection, a unanimous selection as well. At 4, number 21, A.J. Range, a second-team All-KCAC selection, 6'6" senior from Junction City, Kansas, playing his 12th game against Ottawa in his career. And at 4, number 33, Trey Duffy, a 6'5 sophomore from Topeka, Kansas, there coached by Anthony Monson. In his 6th season, assistant coaches Garrett Williams and Jordan Murdoch. For the Ottawa University Braves at 21-10, they are coming off that win over Sterling on Tuesday. At guard will be number 3, Ian Moore, a 6'2 junior from Lamar, Missouri. At guard number 5, Andre Jackson, a 6'3 senior from Turner, Kansas. At guard number 10, Joe Johnson III, the 5'8 senior from Waynesville, Missouri. At 4, number 11, Tristan Hull, a 6'7 senior from Kansas City, Kansas. And at guard number 31, Jackson Mallory, the 6'2 senior from Lawrence. Braves are coached by Aaron Siebenthal in his 7th season, record of 125-86. Associate head coach Phil McClintock, assistant coaches Jamie Badish, Hunter Bondurant, and Alex Lawson. Braves in the white jerseys, white shorts, Braves across the chest in gold, outline in black. For Kansas Wesleyan, purple jerseys, purple shorts, gold trim down the side. Wesleyan written in black, outline in gold. Same for the numbers. The 4 versus the 5 seed for a chance into the KCAC semifinals and maybe for a place for more. Tristan Hull to jump it up against A.J. Range. And it's won by Range to June Murdoch, the Friends transfer who sat out a year after transferring to KWU. He now finds himself as a first-team selection in his first year back. We're going to post up down low with Duffy. Can't get it to him. Kaplan will have it right wing. Bring it back up top to Range. Left wing pass for Hunter. It's a screen from Range. Grace will step out on him. Hunter trying to go back up top. Skip pass right side to Murdoch. Murdoch pull up from 15 off the back rim, but an offensive rebound for A.J. Range. They'll kick it back up top. Easton Hunter straightaway 3 is good. We talked about the rebounding, Grace. Just can't give them second chances.
Yep, and most of the time, the shot that you want to take off an offensive rebound is a 3 if you get a good look.
Johnson, the third, right wing, gets it to Hole at the elbow. Tristan hands it off to Jackson Mallory. Crossover dribble. They'll kick it to Joe. Joe going to pull up. No, nice pass down low, but it goes off the foot of Tristan Hull. He'll regain it. Backdoor cut to Joe, who falls out of bounds. It'll be a turnover. Couple opportunities.
Right, good looks, but just couldn't handle the basketball.
I would have been okay with Joe taking that shot from the elbow first, just to get a feel. Johnson, 23 points on 7 of 16 from 3 on Tuesday. Murdoch looks to go baseline. It'll be Hull trying to stay with him, see if Braves switch. They will. Murdoch wings out middle of the floor. Right corner, Kaplan. Kaplan wants a 3 on the wing long, and the rebound to Andre Jackson. Minute 20 into the first half. Coyotes leading 3-0. Step back jumper from Trey, in and out. Mallory gets the offensive rebound, leaves it with Andre Jackson. Reverse layup is blocked out of play by A.J. Range. It'll stay with OU.
Yeah, great hustle there by Jackson Mallory to get an extra possession, but follow up by great defense by the Coyotes.
Mallory will inbound with 16 on the shot clock. He'll have Moore and Hull in front of him. He decides to go to Jackson in the right corner. They'll clear out as he drives on Duffy. Kicks it back up top to Joe Johnson, the third with 10 on the shot clock. 6 on the shot clock. He's still holding it at midcourt. Finally, a screen, lost the handle. Joe's got to work quickly, looking to get in the lane. Layup comes up short. He falls to the floor. Rebound by Murdoch. 4 on 3 the other way. Skip pass right corner. Easton Hunter open for 3 again. Good. A 6-0 lead for the Coyotes. Here's Ian Moore in the lane. Good as he'll score. Give Ottawa their first bucket of the game. Back to Easton Hunter. He'll pump fake the 3 left wing to Duffy. Comes and get it on the left side of the floor. Duffy picks up his dribble. Finds Kaplan. Braves will switch. They'll bring it back up top to Range. Right wing Hunter. Hunter to the right wing of the floor. Trying to throw the lob to Range. They can't get it to him. Driving inside is Kaplan off the glass. Good. And an 8-2 lead for Kansas Wesleyan.
Coyotes are being really patient on offense, having great ball move right now, and getting great looks.
Mallory to the left wing. Crossover dribble, looks to attack. Looking to get inside. His layup is good. Doesn't score often, Bruce, but if you leave him the lane, he'll go right to the rack.
Yeah. 2 buckets by the Braves are at the rim.
Duffy, right wing for Hunter. Back up top for Range. Range to Duffy. At the point, right wing to Murdoch. Murdoch down low. And the ball stripped away by Andre Jackson. Finds Joe Johnson III. He'll pick it up. Come right back to Andre Jackson. Trey off the screen from Tristan. Stuck there. Has to go back to Joe Johnson III with 19 on the shot clock. They're going to lob it down low to Tristan Hole. He works on Duffy. Tristan in the lane, steps through. His layup short. And the rebound goes out of play. It's going to stay with OU. Went off the hands of Range.
Coach Monson is questioning where was the foul after the offensive rebound is hit, but Tristan Hole's a little bit more physical in that possession. Braves ball.
Into the game for Ottawa is Jaquan Daniels, the 6'4" senior from Columbus, Georgia. He'll check in for Ian Moore. Jump stop in the lane for Jaquan. I thought he was going to get fouled, then he rolls his ankle. And now going the other way, 3-on-2. Kaplan to the rack, up and under, layup's good. Back to a 6-point lead for the Coyotes, 16-20 left in the first half. Off the screen, Joe Johnson the third on the wing. Murdoch will stay with them. A little pick and roll all the way to the basket. Scoring off the glass is Tristan Hole.
That's great 2-man game there by Johnson and Holt.
Murdoch to Range. Between the circles, left wing, Easton Hunter again for 3. Good. 3 threes for Easton Hunter and gives the Coyotes a 7-point lead at 13-6.
Easton Hunter is on fire right now.
Hunter scored 3 points in the win on Tuesday. Jaquan Daniels jumper no, hits the heel of the rim. Hunter goes the other way down the far sideline. Coyotes leading up by 7. Dribble handoff to Murdoch. Top of the key to Duffy. Left wing Kaplan, back to Duffy. Range to the right wing to Murdoch. He'll drive on Joe. Kick it right corner. Easton Hunter for 3 again. Off the back rim, no, but an offensive rebound by Kaplan. He'll go inside. Ball's taken away by Tristan Hole. 3-on-2 for OU. Tristan stepping through. Can't score. Murdoch did a nice job. Couldn't hang on. He'll go the other way to the short corner. Skip past far side. It'll be Kaplan for 3. No. Ball goes to Duffy in the corner. Another offensive board. Hunter driving in the lane. Gets him, floats. It comes up short. And our offensive rebound again. Murdoch, right wing, top of the key to Range. Left wing, Kaplan open for 3. No. And that's 3 straight open ones for Kaplan, who only missed 1 3 Tuesday. Braves do get the rebound this time. Joe Johnson, the third on the other end off the back rim. No passes for Ottawa on that possession. Murdoch attacks in the lane, then brings it out to the wing. Coyotes leading by 7. 14:30 left in the first half. Left wing, Hunter. Up top to Duffy. Right wing, Murdoch. He'll go baseline on Joe. Takes the contact, lost the handle, and a whistle. They're going to say Murdoch was in the act of shooting, and he'll shoot 2. Ottawa has started 3 of 11. The Coyotes at 5 of 11, and 3 of those field goals have been from behind the 3-point line. First personal on Joe Johnson, the third. Murdoch shoots 2. 63% foul shooter on the season. First one is good. Subs for both teams. Braves will bring in Elijah Mason, the 6'4" freshman from Oklahoma City. Ty Bland, the 6'5" junior from Auburn Hills, Michigan. Ian Moore will return. We'll get some numbers here quickly for Kansas Wesleyan. Alex Littlejohn, the honorable mention and freshman team selection, a freshman out of Newton. Both free throws are good, and Ottawa will take a timeout as they trail 15-6 with 14:21 remaining in the first half. 30-second timeout. Listen to Ottawa University men's basketball on 1220, 103.7 FM KOFO.
Hey team, it's a full house. We got to pick up the pace.
At Hank's Restaurant, the line goes around the block.
Is this for 12? Okay, I need the truffle oil drizzle.
What he needs is another line cook.
Oh man, are the quail breasts still in the sous vide? Dave, can you keep an eye on that, please?
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back. Coyotes lead by 9, Bruce. They've started 5 of 11 from the field and 3 of 7 from 3. Those 4 misses, all of them have been really uncontested. Subs for the Coyotes, they bring in Marcel Dean along with Alex Littlejohn. It'll be Ian Moore at the point. Finds Elijah Mason, free throw line. Backs in on A.J. Range. Fade away from Mason off the front rim, no. And Littlejohn with the board. Coyotes out rebounding Ottawa 9-5. Littlejohn to the left wing. Finds Dean. Right side of the floor, they're going to lob it down low to Littlejohn. It's knocked away. Braves will go the other way with Ty Bland. He gets shoved. And a foul called on Marcel Dean. Team foul number 1 on Kansas Wesleyan.
Yeah, great defensive stop there by the Braves, who needed that on the tough shot on the offensive end. Braves need a good possession. They need to move the basketball here to get great looks.
We're going to go to Mason right away in the short corner. Backs in on A.J. Range, still backing in. Backing, spinning, kicking it right corner to Ty Bland. Bland on to Littlejohn. Still working inside. He's fouled, and he'll shoot free throws as Littlejohn picks up his first. And team foul number 2.
Ty Bland, usually he's doing what he usually does when he comes into the game. He's looking to be aggressive. Usually gets to the free throw line in his first couple of touches on the offensive end.
9 points, 4 rebounds against Sterling. Misses the first one. In that matchup in January, he came up with 14 points and 6 boards. Braves trailing by 9. One more free throw for Bland. Into the game for Kansas Wesleyan will be C.J. Weathers. Both second one does go. It hangs on the rim and falls for Ty. Weathers, the 6'7 junior from Allen, Texas. 13 points for him against Tabor Tuesday. 13:35 left in the first half. Coyotes leading by 8. Murdoch. Top of the key, looking to drive. Gets inside, leaves it for Weathers. Right hand goes. And it's a 10-point lead for Kansas Wesleyan, largest of the first half. Moore driving on Dean, cuts him off. Braves really can't get anything going offensively. They go to Mason, now back to Jaquan Daniels. Daniels steps through, looking to float with the right off the back rim. No. Offensive rebound was in the hands of June Murdoch. Off of the hands of Andre Jackson, then Murdoch knocks it out of play. It'll stay with OU. Slow start for the Braves, just 3 of 12.
Yeah, they're taking tough shots right now offensively. That's going to decrease that percentage.
Elijah Mason inside to Ty Bland. His layup's good. Nice drawn up play off the inbound. Braves trail 17-9. Murdoch right wing. Guarded by Bland. Brings it back up top to Weathers. Left wing Dean. Dean goes baseline. Floater off the back rim. No good. Rebound by Bland. Bland has Elijah Mason going the other way. He'll work on Weathers. Kicks it back up top to Ty. He shoots the 3 from straight away, and he gets knocked to the floor, but an offensive rebound by Elijah Mason. Puts the shot clock back to 20. Ian Moore to the basket. Can he scoop and score? No. He falls hard, and the rebound to Kansas Wesleyan. Pass right side to Littlejohn. To Murdoch for a 3 on the wing. No. Jackson with the board. Bounce pass left side to Ian Moore. Moore hands it off to Elijah Mason. Back to Andre Jackson with 22 on the shot clock. 17-9 Coyote lead. Jackson to Elijah. He looks to attack. He's going to pull up for a 3. Oh, it's off the back rim. Ottawa 0-3 from deep.
Braves has got to continue. They got to trust the offense. Right now, they're not moving the ball side to side. It's sticking on one side of the floor.
Foul called on Ty Bland as he got his hand in there on Murdoch. Second team foul on the Braves. First personal on Ty Bland. Tristan Hull, Joe Johnson III, and Jackson Mallory come in. Where Daniels, Moore, and Mason. We will see Jake Potoff, a 6'7 sophomore from Shawnee Mission, into the game for the Coyotes. Kaplan will also return. They give Murdoch a quick breather. 11:47 left in the first half. Coyotes up 17-9. Potoff. Right side Kaplan, guarded by Andre Jackson. Kaplan's driving on Tristan Hull, going baseline, kicks it right side. Jumper from Weathers, fading away. Hits the backboard, nothing else. Braves look to attack down the far sideline with Mallory. Right wing, Ty Bland. Dribbles behind the back, gets to his left hand. Comes back to Joe. Left wing, Andre Jackson. He'll drive on Kaplan, gets in the lane. Shots blocked and then knocked out into the hands of Marcel Dean. Dean crossover dribble, leaves it with Little John. Left wing, Kaplan. Weathers sets the screen for him. Braves do switch and bring it back up top to Little John. Little John's bounce pass goes to Weathers, to the wing to Dean with 13 on the shot clock. Dean to Little John. Right wing caught off, and a whistle and a foul called on Ottawa. Goes on Tristan Hull, his first, team foul number 3.
Tough call there on Hull.
AJ Range will return for Weathers, as they'll inbound on the baseline, leading by 8. Caught off, right short corner, ends up in the hands of Range. Range backs in on Tristan, almost picks up his second. Range through the contact, able to score. And they're up by 10 at 19-9. 10:40 left in the first half.
Yeah, Coach Steve's coming with the box play here. ISO, Dre on the block, see if they get a bucket.
They double team, they end up in the hands of Tristan Hull. He's going to pull up from the free throw line well off, and the rebound to Kansas Wesleyan. Braves are 4 of 17. Caught off to the elbow. Right wing pass to Kaplan. Drives on Jackson, spins, lost the ball out of bounds. It'll go off of Dre. Stays with the Coyotes. Murdoch returns. Potoff will check out. Murdoch will inbound with 18 on the shot clock, 10:15 left in the first half. Finds Kaplan, open 15-footer, no good. Ball's tipped in the air. Rebound by Andre Jackson. He's trying to get out in a little bit of transition. Jackson Mallory finds Tristan Hull. He'll pull up from the lane. No. All of them have missed long for the Braves, who are 4 of 18. Murdoch, Little John, they're just going to swing it around the perimeter, right side to Kaplan. Bounce pass to Range, he'll post up. And that ball goes out of bounds off the leg of Range. It'll be a turnover. 4th turnover on the Coyotes. Duffy returns for Little John. .951 left in the first half. Braves trail 19-9. Shooting 21% from the field. Joe kicks it back to Andre Jackson. He's going to pull up from 15. No. Rebound picked up by Range, and Ottawa just not getting anything near the rim right now.
Well, they're not. Got to stick with their offense, keep the basketball moving. Got to get some high percentage shots here right now.
Daniels will come in for Bland. Braves are 4 of 19. Murdoch again to inbound with 23 on the shot clock. Inbound to Dean, now back to Murdoch. He works to, or near midcourt. It's a screen there. Driving is Murdoch off the glass, good. 21-9 Coyotes, 11-point lead. Mallory right wing. Back up top to Andre Jackson. Bounce pass to Tristan Hull at the free throw line. Coming off the screen, they can't get it to Jaquan Daniels. Tristan in the lane, off the glass, good.
Braves finally get one down. Tough shot there by Hull, but the Braves really needed it.
21-11 Coyotes, 8:40 remaining in the opening half. Kaplan driving on Mallory, gets in the lane. No, can't get it to go. And then Hull and Mallory run into each other, but Jack does it up with the rebound. Jackson right wing. Braves still searching for their first triple. Leaves it with Tristan Hull. Hull on Range, backs in, spinning back to his right, off the glass, good. Back-to-back buckets. Tristan Hull. And I think a delay of game warning on Ottawa.
Right.
Yeah. It is a delay of game on Ottawa.
Tristan Hull just plays with a lot of emotion. But he has to be careful. He does not Want to give the Coyotes any extra points at the free throw line.
8 minutes and 13 seconds left in the first half. Coyotes leading the Braves 21-13. Bean on the dribble handoff. Braves will switch. Daniels will guard Kaplan. They're going to lob it in the corner to Murdoch. He goes baseline. Lost his footing. Might have shuffled his feet a little bit. Has a cutter to the lane. Layup's good for Trey Duffy. Great composure by Murdoch.
Yeah.
Keep it alive. Braves want to dribble handoff to Joe Johnson III on the right wing, guarded by Marcel Dean. Bounce pass to Tristan Hull at the point. Left wing, Andre Jackson. Dre off the screen, trying to work on Duffy. Gets a little bit of the body. Can't get it to go. He does! My goodness, the foul. That thing hung on the front of the rim for what seemed like an eternity, Bruce.
It did. Great patience there by Jackson. Then solid ball fake. Stayed strong with it, baked it off the glass.
And a 3-point opportunity for Andre Jackson the old-fashioned way. He looks to cut it to 7. He does. That's the first free throw make for OU. 1 of 4. 7 minutes and 36 seconds left in the first half. Coyotes leading the Braves 23-16 in the KCAC quarterfinals. Murdoch. Oh, what a move. Hesitation. Off the glass, no. Rebound by Jaquan Daniels as he got it away from Trey Duffy. Daniels to Mallory for a 3 to rise off the back rim. Looks to get the rebound, lost it as Dean did a good job of knocking it out of his hands. Murdoch the other way. Stops his dribble. Right side, Dean wants a triple off the heel of the rim. No good, and it goes off. Well, it went off the hands of Andre Jackson. We'll stay with Kansas Wesleyan, but the boards getting a little closer. It's 16-13.
Yeah. Kansas Wesleyan's doing a great job on the defensive glass, only giving the Braves one shot at it on the on the offensive end. So still got to do a better job offensively.
They lob it inside and scoring easily is Kaplan off the inbound from Murdoch. Back to a 9-point lead for Kansas Wesleyan. Mason left wing, Andre Jackson. Trey on Duffy, looking to get into the body. Fadeaway spinning, still backing up, has to go back to Mallory on the wing. 15 on the shot clock. Joe, with Kaplan on him, driving in the lane, steps, turnaround from Joe, yes.
Joe Johnson needed that one to go down the microwave. Got the student section on their feet.
Double handoff finds Easton Hunter. He's hit 3 threes. All 3 makes for the Coyotes have come from him from deep. Braves switch. Daniels will stay with Hunter. Ball's loose. He'll pick up the loose ball. He'll go the other way. Daniels steps through and lays it in.
Jaquan Daniels with the steal. Braves fan was waiting on another dunk by him, but fumbled the basketball at the start.
Braves have cut it to 5. 5:57 remaining in the first half. Range. Look, wanted to go to Hunter. Instead, he'll go up top to Duffy. Backdoor cut to Kaplan. Off the glass short. And then a whistle and a foul called on Daniels. Kaplan will shoot 2.
Tough foul. Jaquan Daniels just hanging up in the air.
Leading scorers, Hunter with 9 for the Coyotes. Tristan Hull with 6 for OU. No one has more than 3, though, after that for the Braves. Kaplan already with 6. Like that Euro step there from Jaquan Daniels. Kaplan's free throw no good. He's a 58% foul shooter, but shoots 37% from 3 on the year. So
sometimes that's just how the ball bounces.
Coyotes are 10th in the KCAC from the free throw line at 68%. One more upcoming for Kaplan. Good. To lead back out to 6, 26-20. 5:45 left in the first half. Coyotes have led by as many as 11. Bland backs in, finds Joe. He wants a triple. No. A good look, though, for Joe. Just couldn't get it to drop. Ottawa 0 of 5 from 3. Kaplan's lob inside and off the glass. Trey Duffy, the help was not there. Back to an 8-point lead.
Yeah, great rotation by Mallory. Just overplayed it.
Mason trying to go to Joe. Can't find him. The right wing out to Bland. Ty drives on Duffy. Scoops and scores. Ottawa cuts it to 6 with 5:05 left in the half. Duffy, left wing Kaplan, pump fakes the 3, lob inside to Duffy, easy layup. Right now, just the size overwhelming Ottawa. We've seen it one too many times this year.
Yeah, Duffy's a tough player there on the inside. Just great feet, patience.
Ty lost the handle. He's fouled. No, they're going to say he just lost it out of play. It'll stay with OU. Little John comes back in for Kansas Wesleyan. Duffy will take the seat. And Kansas Wesleyan wants the timeout, leading by 8, 30-22, with 4:50 remaining in the first half. 30-second timeout. You're listening to the KCAC quarterfinals on 1220 at 103.7 FM KOFO.
Want better skin from your body wash? Try Olay Body Wash infused with skincare super ingredient collagen. Olay Body Wash with collagen hydrates to renew skin surface cells, improving skin 3 times better versus the leading body wash, to transform skin from dry and dull to firm and radiant, so I can step into my day feeling fearless in my skin. And now try Olay Body Lotion, which hydrates for healthier looking skin that improves over time. Olay Body.
Coyotes shooting 48% from the field. Ottawa at 35%, Bruce, and have just settled for one too many mid-range jumpers. When they've got to the rim, it's worked out okay.
Yeah, their percentage at the rim, extremely high. Short jumpers, a little off right now, and the Braves haven't got it down to 3 yet as well.
Ian Moore back into the game for OU. He will inbound with 22 on the shot clock, 4:50 remaining in the first half. Moore going to have to get it into Daniels, and does, as he has Murdoch on him. He'll face up, finds Elijah Mason, crossover dribble, backs in, still working on AJ Range. His shot's good. That's a really tough angle to try and go over the top of the rim instead of off the glass. Works out nicely for Elijah. Littlejohn spins back to his left, picks up his dribble. Right side to Easton Hunter. Screen going to be set by Range. Mason steps out on him. Hand off to Littlejohn, right wing. In the corner, Kaplan. He goes on the baseline. They'll kick it far side. Murdoch, 4-3 in the corner is good. Leads back to 9 at 33-24.
Yeah,
Joe the other way. Right wing. He looks to get to the basket, and a whistle, and a foul's going to be called on Kansas Wesleyan. That goes on Kaplan, his first personal team foul, number 4. That's the first 3 for the Coyotes. They started 3 of 4 to start the game, then missed 4 straight. And that ended the drought with the 3 for Murdoch. Cutting inside is Joe, fade away, good. From the elbow, off the pass from Elijah. 33-26, Kansas Wesleyan. Murdoch, right wing, Kaplan. Up top to Littlejohn, to Hunter, left wing. And a whistle and a foul called on Ottawa. And again, it's the backdoor cuts. We saw it all day from Southwestern on Saturday. And you saw Sterling do it. I mean, almost every time that ball gets whipped to the wing, either the point guard or the player that's in the corner will cut straight to the basket.
Yeah, Braves got to do a better job keeping that butt to the baseline. If they start to sprint on the back doors, swing that hit around and deny.
Andre Jackson returning for OU. Coyotes leading by 7, 33-26, and a turnover. Ball goes out of play off of AJ Range. .340 left in the first half. Coyotes have led from the beginning. Elijah Mason at the elbow. They're going to bring it to Joe. Open 3 on the wing. Yes! Let the defender fly by Bruce. And he knocks it down.
Well, Johnson got the first one down. Good. That's a good sign for the Braves.
Littlejohn trying to hand it off to Hunter, and does. It's back middle of the floor. They're going to try and go down low to Littlejohn on the lob. Can't find him. Instead, they go left wing for Kaplan. Help defense by Elijah Mason. Kaplan looking to go baseline. Floater from a tight angle. A whistle. Foul called on Ottawa. And sends Kaplan to the line for free throws as Ian turned his ankle. And he's down on the floor.
Yeah, hopefully it's just a little shocker to the ankle, and he's going to be able to hop up and get it taped up, get back on the floor. So wishing the best here in this situation.
Coyotes 13 of 26 from the field. Ottawa 13 of 31. And Moore is going to need some help getting to the sidelines. He's had an issue with that left leg before. He's got that heavy sleeve on the left side. And he's going to walk to the locker room. Kaplan will shoot 2. That's team foul number 6 on Ottawa. That was the, take a look here, first personal on Ian Moore. Kaplan to the free throw line. He is 1 of 2, has 7 points on 3 of 8 shooting. 2 rebounds and 4 assists. Kaplan's free throw in and out. One thing that's been impressive, Bruce, Coyotes on 13 made baskets, 10 assists. And they're just sharing the basketball and just making that extra pass. I mean, when you make 16 threes the game before, I think it's okay to go ahead and make that extra pass.
Right. For the first possession, man, their offensive execution has been really, really solid. Ball movement has been solid as well.
34-29 Kansas Wesleyan. Mallory wants to go into the corner. They'll kick it to Joe on the other side. Back up top, Elijah Mason. Joe off the screen, bounce pass to Elijah. Lost the handle. Can he hang on to it? Ball is still on the floor. Battled for both teams. Elijah has it. He kicks it in the corner to Andre Jackson. Dre to Mallory for 3 on the wing. Yes! Effort from both, and now a whistle after the play. And they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Jaquan Daniels. Him and Murdoch, as Murdoch fell to the floor. But Andre Jackson, Elijah Mason keeping that play alive, got Ottawa their second triple. And it is not a foul, Bruce. Officials just going to let it go.
Well, it's not.
2:30 remaining in the first. Clock not running right now. Skip pass in the corner to Hunter. He steps to his right, takes the 3 on the wing. No, offensive rebound by A.J. Range. Clock still not running. 3-pointer on the other end, in and out. Rebound tipped around. A.J. Range. And it goes off of Ottawa and out of play. That was a good 20 or 25 seconds. The officials didn't see it. And I don't know if we're just going to keep playing. I guess we will, Bruce. So we'll just play it out. 17 on the shot clock. Just get a little extra seconds here in the first half, Bruce. It's all right.
Yeah.
Murdoch pulls up from 3 from straight away. It's an air ball. And Ottawa with a chance to tie it up for the first time since 0-0.
Student section has come alive here.
Mallory just going to hold it, crosses the timeline. Andre Jackson backing down from the free throw line out to Joe. Another open 3 off the back rim, and A.J. Range tips it out. Ball is still loose. Coyotes can get on the run. Instead, they'll just hand it off to Murdoch. Kick it in the corner. Kaplan, he'll travel.
Good call.
Turnover number 7 on Kansas Wesleyan. Minute 47 remaining in the first half. Coyotes leading the Braves 34-32. Braves want to go to Andre Jackson, has Little John all over his back. He looks to drive, get into the body, off the glass, good, and we're tied at 4. Murdoch got by Daniels, he recovers. Little John left side of the floor to Hunter on the wing. Hunter looking to drive on Dre, gets in the lane, still attacking, spinning back to his right, fadeaway off the front rim, and an offensive rebound that's tipped to A.J. Range, and he draws the foul on Ottawa. Second chance points. I got to find those, Bruce. I mean, it says only 5-2, but it feels like it's 10-2.
Right.
Because A.J. Range is just killing Ottawa on the offensive glass. It's now back out to a +7 advantage for the Coyotes as they picked up their 7th offensive rebound.
Yeah, we talked about that stat, that rebounding stat on Monday or Tuesday, in terms of, just the mental toughness makeup of a team if they can control the glass. Coyotes doing a great job of rebounding here, and they have the edge.
Range, the second best free throw shooter on this team at 74%. Marcel Dean shoots 96, but I'd say Range takes a few more free throws than everyone else on this team. First one's no good. Kansas Wesleyan 4 of 7 from the free throw line. And second is good. 35-34, the lead for Kansas Wesleyan with 1:12 left in the first half. Mallory going to slow it up as he crosses the 10-second line. Finds Elijah Mason at the point. Hands it off to Jaquan Daniels. He'll drive, finds Elijah, hit on the arm, and he'll shoot two. Almost got the and one, as that's on Kaplan. Now they call it on Murdoch. He's going to pick up his first, but that was close, as Kaplan was the one that was had the screen set on him, tried to recover.
Right.
And Murdoch, quickly realizing what's on the scoreboard, puts his hand up almost immediately, Bruce. Such a smart, cerebral player. I love watching June Murdoch. I know he gives Ottawa fits, but there's a reason why he's the best point guard in this conference. There's probably a few others that, maybe Derek Talton Jr. down at Oklahoma Wesleyan, but, I mean, from his time at Friends to now, the one thing that was missing was a little bit of the mid-range game, and he's found it. So, and the ability to shoot the three.
Yep, that's what great players do. They continue to work on their game and develop.
Braves with their first lead as Elijah Mason hits two at 36-35 with 55 seconds remaining in the half. Murdoch right wing up top to Little John. Hunter. They go right down to Little John. Braves do not recover well. He goes off the glass, misses from point-blank range. And they'll go back to Daniels. 36-35 OU, their first lead of the game right now. After Kansas Wesleyan led by 11 in the first half. They'll go to Mallory. Standing in the middle of the floor. 13 on the shot clock. 24 on the game clock. Little John with him. They're going to go pick and roll with Joe out to the wing. Joe driving by one defender, gets in the lane, kicks it in the corner. Elijah Mason to end the half. Yes! 10 seconds left. Iowa leads by 4. 39-35. Murdoch. Double team. They'll skip it right side. Three-pointer to end the half. Good. Huge three for Easton Hunter. And almost gets it to go as Elijah Mason to end the half. What a first half. Inside Wilson Fieldhouse as Ottawa leads at 39-38 at the break after trailing by 11. Bruce, I mean, the energy in here is unreal. But what a shot by Easton Hunter. His fourth three of the first half. After we see Elijah Mason, who have to go back here, I think that's his third made three of the season.
Right. Yeah, Mason, great job by the freshman, just knowing that the shot clock was going down. You have to shoot the basketball. In that situation, he was able to do that, and he knocks it down. But Hunter, man, you're right. He seems like he went ghost for about 10 minutes there in that first half, and next thing you know, he gets loose.
We'll take a break. You're listening to the KCAC quarterfinals on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Creamy nut butter makes it delightfully sweet. Roasted nuts make it perfectly salty. Get two great tastes in one delicious bar. Enjoy a Nature Valley sweet and salty nut bar today.
Quality Structures is helping you build the rural American dream today. No more some days. Whether you're wanting a garage for your toys, a riding arena for your horses, or storage for your equipment, Quality Structures is there. Visit Quality Structures in Richmond or online at qualitystructures.com.
Sophia and Chris Garcia came to Arvest Bank looking to get a home loan. Let's hear what happened.
Chris and Sophia, thanks for choosing me as your lender in the Arvest Home for Me app. And now...
There's more paperwork to do.
Nope, I got the info you sent through the app. And now...
We wait to hear from someone at your main office.
No, now you're pre-qualified and ready to find your new home.
Wow.
And I'll be with you every step of the way.
That's...
helpful.
Very helpful.
Home loans made easy. Arvest Bank, ready to help. Equal housing lender.
My name is Jose Trejo. I'm a junior here at Ottawa University, and I'm currently studying exercise science. One of my favorite things about OU is that it's a small community, and coming from Western Kansas, where all there is small country towns, I felt right at home as everyone kind of just felt like family. It's a great community. It has a lot of support behind it, and most of the professors here are extremely well about getting you to understand the knowledge that they want you to understand.
Education for a lifetime at Ottawa University. To find out more, visit online at ottawa.edu.
Deer usually travel in groups, so if you see one cross the road, there may be others ready to bolt in front of your vehicle. Always be aware and be careful of deer nearby. A reminder from your friends at CarStar Ottawa. Call 242-8916. CarStar, relax. We'll take it from here.
This is Walt Dangle of Dangle & Son Mortuary. While making funeral arrangements, we hear some of the most delightful stories. We hope you record those stories to pass down to future generations. Dangle & Son sets the standard in funeral service.
And we're back inside Wilson Fieldhouse at the half. Ottawa leading by 1, 39-38, something they didn't do in the first two matchups, Bruce. Ottawa able to close that half, though, tying it up at 34 after trailing by as many as 11 in the first. But I think Cada might have caught their breath a little bit. That three from Easton Hunter, absolutely huge going into the break.
Yeah, that like we talked about, that three was huge. Easton Hunter would go there for a little bit in the first half. But you got to take your hats off to the Braves. They just stayed calm. They finally started executing offensively. And the next thing you know, man, they're up here by 1.
Coyotes started the game out the way they've started the previous two matchups this year, jumping out early. They were up 15-6 before Ottawa took a timeout at the 14-20 mark of the first half as they started 5 of 11 and 3 of 7 for 3. Ottawa just 3 of 11 to begin the game. Coyotes would lead by as many as 11 as they went up 17-6. After that, though, Braves started to chip away. They cut it to 30-22 with 4:50 remaining in the half, forcing a Kansas Wesleyan timeout. Braves were still 0 of 5 from 3, but they finished the half 3 of 4 from deep, which is what tied it up at 34-34. The minute 14 left in the first half. They take their first lead at 36-35. Just a few moments later, the Elijah Mason three-pointer gave Ottawa a 4-point lead at 39-35, and then Easton Hunter hit the three as time expired to make it 39-38 in favor of OU at the break. We'll go ahead and take a quick break. When we come back, we'll look at those scores from around the KCAC and the rest of the quarterfinals. You're listening to quarterfinal action in the KCAC tournament on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
You can unlock more cash than you realize from your home's equity with a cash-out refinance today. In the last year, average home values have gone up nearly 20%. And with Rocket Mortgage, you can unlock thousands in less than 3 weeks. But you've got to act right now before rates go up. So when you're looking to unlock the cash in your home, Rocket can. Call 833-8ROCKET today or go to rocketmortgage.com to get started.
Rocket. Rates current as of 12/12/21. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states and MLSConsumerAccess.org. Number 3030. Call 800-490-1233 for disclosures and cost information.
Back as Ottawa leading 39-38 at the break. We'll look at those other matchups in the KCAC quarterfinals. The 2 seed Bethel is leading McPherson at the break, just 30-28. Bethany, who comes in as the 6 seed, taking on Southwestern, and they trail by 4 at half to the Builders, 39-35. And Bruce, I know we talked about a little bit at the beginning of this game. I've never seen the KCAC this deep. I mean, you can almost go 8-9 teams, as we saw from the 8-9 matchup with Avila and Friends. You could say Friends was the hottest team coming into this tournament.
Right.
They were up by as many as 14 in the second half before it all fell apart. And now that Avila team with Eric Smith back is going to go to Bartlesville tomorrow and match up with the number 1 team in the KCAC.
Yeah, we've been talking about how deep this conference has been all season long, and we've been hinting towards how crazy that this tournament could be after that first round, and there's going to be someone in that lower seed that's going to advance.
The other thing that's unique is that both Bethany and McPherson had 2 games to kind of get things going. Same for Ottawa and Kansas Wesleyan.
Right.
But in the past, it was straight to a 1-8, 2-7, 3-6 matchup. How much do you think those playing games or opening round games are having an effect in these matchups now?
It's interesting in terms of that. I think, when it comes to tournament time, everyone's record is 0-0, and it's a new season. Everyone's playing for something, at the end of the season, and it's a one-and-done situation. So I think you get a team that maybe get somebody back at Christmas break or, injury, and you have a chance at winning a conference championship.
We'll go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll look at first half stats. You're listening to the KCAC quarterfinals on the road to Hartman on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
It's the O'Reilly Auto Parts Nashville Roundup.
It's been such a blessing.
You can hear Lainey Wilson's music on the hit show Yellowstone, all thanks to showrunner Taylor Sheridan.
He has been just a huge champion, and it's introduced my music to a crowd of people that might not listen to radio or not know how to download music.
That's the O'Reilly Auto Parts Nashville Roundup. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get guaranteed low prices and excellent customer service from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Want better skin from your body wash? Try Olay Body Wash infused with skincare super ingredient collagen. Olay Body Wash with collagen hydrates to renew skin surface cells, improving skin 3 times better versus the leading body wash. to transform skin from dry and dull to firm and radiant, so I can step into my day feeling fearless in my skin. And now try Olay Body Lotion, which hydrates for healthier looking skin that improves over time. Olay Body.
Exergen wants you to know about an important study just released by the FDA. It confirms what the medical community has known all along. Non-contact thermometers are not accurate, and they fail to meet FDA requirements for accuracy in labeling. With new strains of COVID on the rise, we can't afford to tolerate the rampant false temperature readings from non-contact thermometers. You need Exergen thermometers because they are accurate and backed by over 100 clinical studies. Be sure, be accurate with Exergen. Learn more at Exergen.com.
You can unlock more cash than you realize from your home's equity with a cash-out refinance today. In the last year, average home values have gone up nearly 20%. And with Rocket Mortgage, you can unlock thousands in less than 3 weeks. But you've got to act right now before rates go up. So when you're looking to unlock the cash in your home, Rocket can. Call 833-8ROCKET today or go to rocketmortgage.com to get started.
Rates current as of 12/12/21. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states. NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Number 3030. Call 800-490-1233 for disclosures and cost information.
My name is Darby Whitell. I'm from Ottawa, Kansas. I'm studying biology and I'm a freshman at Ottawa University. I didn't expect how involved I would feel coming here. It's almost kind of like its own community. I'm very close with my family, like my parents, my brothers, my grandparents, like they're all my big support systems and they can come see my sporting events. Coming here was one of the best decisions I could have made.
The right decision for you is Ottawa University. Find out more by visiting ottawa.edu.
Susan, it's so great to finally be able to get together again.
Oh, it sure is. And I really appreciate you picking up the bill.
I'm happy to. I've got the extra cash. Since we've all been driving so much more again, I've been using Get Upside, the free gas app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Get Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make $200 to $300 this year.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Get Upside app now.
Download the free Get Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code ROAD for 25 cents a gallon or more cash back on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code ROAD to earn 25 cents a gallon or more on your first tank. That's code ROAD.
The Advent Health Specialty Care Pediatric Team is making it easy to protect your family from COVID-19. Appointments are available every Wednesday from 1 to 4:30 in the afternoon for ages 5 and up. Call 785-229-8891 to schedule a vaccination appointment.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents and Doug.
Check it out, Limu, a roadside carnival.
Step right up, folks. Test your strength. Come see the fire-breathing baby.
Let's fan out and tell people that Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Look, an emu wearing sunglasses.
Limu, you're famous. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Great Life Golf and Fitness is a proud supporter of OU Braves basketball, and they support you in your goal to live and play better. The Great Life state-of-the-art fitness facility in downtown Ottawa is accessible 24 hours a day. Find out more by visiting greatlifegolf.com. Proud to be your golf and fitness community partner, Great Life Golf and Fitness.
Learning to work as part of a team is a trait that not only benefits students and athletes now, but can help them as leaders of tomorrow. This is Eric Price, funeral director and owner of Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Homes, proud to sponsor this sports broadcast on KOFO. Visit lamb-roberts.com.
The Ottawa Herald's new owner, Cherry Road Media, is bringing back local news to your local newspaper and want your help. Send news tips or story ideas to news@ottawaherald.com. For advertising, call Erica, 785-577-3935.
Welcome back to Wilson Fieldhouse at the half. Ottawa leading Kansas Wesleyan 39-38. As we look at those first half stats, Coyotes 14 of 31 from the field at 45%, 5 of 13 from three for 38%, but they started the game 3 of 4 from deep. But Easton Hunter came up with a big one there, Bruce, to get them within one.
Yeah, big shots, very big shot there by Easton Hunter. Currently 4 for 5 from the three-point line, leading the Coyotes with that 12, and he's he's getting those feet set, and he's shooting the ball extremely well.
Hunter with 12, Corey Kaplan 8 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists. June Murdoch 7 points, 2 boards, and 5 assists. Trey Duffy with 6 points and a rebound. A.J. Range, 3 points and 10 boards. C.J. Weathers with 2 as well. The Coyotes are just getting after it on the boards. They are leading 21-15, and they have 11 assists on 14 made baskets. Almost feels like they should be up by at least more than 5 or 6, and Ottawa has to feel pretty lucky that they were able to take the lead into the half.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is that the Braves are taking care of the basketball. They had some empty possessions early in the game because they were missing shots, but they were getting, I wouldn't say great looks, but they got, some decent looks at times and just couldn't knock them down. But biggest difference here right now is every Brave that has been on the floor has scored the basketball. So that's really tough for the Coyotes to adjust to when you got balanced scoring across the roster.
Braves at 45%, and Bruce at the 10-minute mark, Ottawa was at 21%. So able to right the ship a little bit. 3 of 9 from 3. And those threes have come from Jackson Mallory, 1 from Joe Johnson III, and 1 from Elijah Mason. So 2 of your unusual suspects there for Mallory and Mason. But when you're left open, I know Jack's missed a few over the last couple of games, but he's going to continue to take that shot.
Yeah, and most of the time he's wide open. So he's able to get his feet set and really shoot it with confidence. I mean, within the 5 years, if you think about some of the big games, Jackson Mallory has knocked down some really big threes.
28 points in the paint for Ottawa compared to 18 for the Coyotes. Leading scorer for OU, Joe Johnson III, was 7. Then there's Elijah Mason with 7 off the bench. Tristan Hull with 6. Andre Jackson and Ty Blandon with 5. Mallory 5 points and 3 rebounds. Daniels and Moore with 2. I didn't see Moore come out of the locker room after rolling that ankle, so probably expect him not to play in the second half. That's a big blow as he's one of the starters on this team.
Yeah, big blow, definitely offensively, because he's been able to swing over and play some point guard position, and he's developed his game into, an inside-outside attack. So Braves are going to have to look, next man up.
As we will see what Ottawa comes out with. It will be Daniels to take over in the starting lineup, as it will be Hull, Mallory, Daniels, Jackson, and Joe. For Kansas Wesleyan, their normal 5, Kaplan, Hunter, Murdoch, Range, and Duffy. Braves go from left to right on the radio dial in the second half, with a berth in the semifinals on the line between the 4 and the 5 seed. It is Ottawa's possession to start the second half. And it will be inbound to Jackson Mallory. Daniels, jab step. Tristan Hull just behind the free throw line. Gets to the elbow, kicks it in the corner. Joe comes off the screen. The jumper misses everything, but an offensive rebound by Tristan Hull. 14 on the shot clock. Kicks it to Mallory. Mallory in the lane, bounce pass to Daniels. Gets through the contact, still scores as he got into the body of A.J. Range.
Yeah, great patience there by the Braves on a breakup play. A nice backdoor to Daniels.
Range hands it off to Hunter. He'll dribble all the way around the perimeter, hands it off to Kaplan. Up top to Range. Finds Murdoch on the wing. Murdoch gets a good screen. He'll look to attack to the baseline, cut off by Daniels, brings it back up top to Duffy. Right wing, Hunter. Hunter driving on Mallory, still backing in as Easton Hunter trying to take the contact. Turn around with the right hand, hits the base of the rim, and a rebound to Daniels, as Duffy had good position there. Luckily, Daniels paying attention on that board.
Yeah.
Hull at the point. We're going to pace out for him. Find Joe cutting in the lane. Finds Mallory right corner. To Daniels on the wing. Braves ball movement on the perimeter. Jackson left wing. He'll drive on Murdoch. Step back 3 from Dre off the front rim, and the rebound to Kaplan. They'll go out and run. Murdoch all alone the other way. Layup's good as Joe tried to take a chance and get the steal.
You got to understand he's the last line of defense. He's got to stay in position.
Tristan, top of the key. Backdoor cut to Daniels, kicks it to Andre Jackson, and they're going to call a foul on Kansas Wesleyan for the push. I think it's on Easton Hunter. We'll wait to see what the scoreboard says. Yes, it's his first. Team foul number 1 on the Coyotes. Well, they gave it to Andre Jackson on the scoreboard instead. Mallory to inbound for OU. Finds Tristan Hull. He's going to pull up, floats, and scores from 6. Almost just set the ball in. Braves back up by 3 at 43-40. Just under 2 minutes into the second half. Hunter to Range. Left wing Kaplan. And they're going to call a foul on Joe, who picks up the foul. That's going to be his second team foul, number 1 on OU in the second half. So Joe has to be careful. Ottawa leading 43-40. 18:06 left. Murdoch in front of the K-Dub bench. They want to get A.J. Range involved. They will. He backs in on Tristan Hall. In the lane is A.J. Range. Spins back to his right. Layup's good in the foul. Tristan Hall. That's his second. Team foul number 2.
AJ did a great job of getting position deep there on the block, and great spin move back to the baseline to draw the foul.
It's 5 of 8 from the foul line. Range's free throw is good. Tied at 43. Range was 6 points. Again, Mallory slows it up. Crosses the logo. Finds Tristan Hall at the free throw line. Joe Johnson third off the screen as Murdoch has tried to stay with him all night. Pulling up from inside the lane is Tristan Hall. Off the assist from Jaquan Daniels.
Yeah, Hall's jumper, he just brings it so far behind his head, it's hard to contest.
Range looking right side. He's going to drive on Tristan, and that's going to be an offensive foul. A.J. Range for the shoulder. He's going to pick up his first personal. Team foul number 3. Make that number 2 on the Coyotes. Mallory looking to the middle of the floor. Finds Tristan Hall. Back to Mallory, right wing. Out to Hall in the corner to Andre Jackson. Duffy with him. Dre wants to shoot the 3. Short. Offensive rebound, though, by Jaquan. He'll attack to the rim. His bucket's no good, but he's fouled by Easton Hunter. And Daniels will shoot free throws.
Yeah, great offensive rebound by Daniels. Just came up a little short on the putback, but Joe, great aggressive move there to draw the foul.
Easton Hunter picks up his second. 2 free throws for Jaquan as Daniels with 4 points, 4 boards, and an assist. Free throw good for Jaquan. Marcel Dean returns for Hunter. Daniels' first trip to the foul line as he shoots 70% on the year, coming off an 11-point performance Tuesday against Sterling. Daniels' second is good. Braves tie their largest lead of the game at 4, 47-43, 3 minutes into the second half. They'll hand it off to Dean as they'll work that KU play on the dribble handoff. I think everyone in the nation runs that now.
Right, absolutely.
Again, A.J. Range in the lane floats, and it comes up short. He had plenty of room there. Great move. Daniels down the lane, steps through, finds Tristan Hall. He'll get by a defender. He's called for a travel. Took 1 extra step. And in that case, I'm almost okay with Daniels trying to get to the rim there. Third turnover on OU. .16:33 remaining. Braves lead by 4. Murdoch stands on the tip of the arrowhead. They go to Dean, left wing. Dean back up top to Murdoch. Hands it off to Kaplan. Pump fakes the 3. Hands it off to Murdoch. And a whistle and a foul called on Daniels. For Daniels, his second. Team foul number 3.
Yeah, Murdoch did a good job of showing that contact and gets the call.
Updated the scoreboard. Both teams now with 3 fouls apiece. Incidentally gave one to OU earlier. Here's Murdoch driving in on Andre. Stepping through. Shots blocked by Andre Jackson. And then a foul's going to be called on A.J. Range after the play. Or after the miss, excuse me. And it will be the Coyotes' 4th personal. There was only 12 combined fouls in the first half. We've seen 7 so far in less than 4 minutes. So officials may be changing it up just a little bit.
Right. I know that first 3 minutes, I didn't think they were going to call a foul at all in that first half.
Tristan Hall steps in just inside the three-point line. Daniels, fadeaway jumper, good. Jaquan Daniels off the bench has 8, and the Braves lead by 6, largest lead of the game. Kaplan inside, goes through the hands of Little John, a turnover on Kansas Wesleyan. I think the Coyotes are going to get a timeout. They are. And with 15:37 remaining, Ottawa leads by 6, 49-43. With 15:37 to go, it's a full timeout. You'll listen to Ottawa University men's basketball in the KCAC quarterfinals on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents and Doug.
Check it out, Limu, a roadside carnival.
Step right up, folks. Test your strength. Come see the fire-breathing baby.
Let's fan out and tell people that Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Look, an emu wearing sunglasses.
Limu, you're famous. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
This is Walt Dengel of Dengel & Son Mortuary. We provide excellent service because we are meticulous in taking care of details. Our staff knows how important it is to the families. Dengel & Son sets the standard for funeral service.
Juan Daniels, who had to start the second half, Bruce, due to the injury to Ian Moore, has come up with some big buckets, has 6 in the second half. And you know, if you have to add someone in the starting lineup, not a bad choice to add in a former All-American.
Yeah, you're exactly right. You know, here late in the season, you know, Jaquan has just been playing great, played phenomenal on Tuesday night, had a big half here in the first half, and definitely brought some energy here in the second half too as well.
15 minutes and 36 seconds to play. Braves by 6. Mallory to Tristan Hull. Looking middle of the floor, dribbles between the legs, backs in on range, trying to go off the glass, misses everything. Rebound by Little John. And make that Andre Jackson limping at the end of that play. Marcel Dean left side to Little John. Step back. Well, thought about the 3 and stage, just can go down low to range, floats. It's no good. And the rebound goes to Tristan Hull. And not often you see AJ Range miss shots like that. Braves lucky is that's 2 straight possessions. He's been within 3 feet. And sub for Ottawa, they're going to bring in Ty Bland after that ankle turn by Andre Jackson.
Yeah.
So it's going to be important for Johnson, Mallory, and Bland to get involved on the glass, especially on the defensive end if the Coyotes are going to miss a couple shots.
Yeah, that rebounding work, the Coyotes are favored with that staff. So big job here for every Brave on the floor to rebound.
Inbound to Daniels. Walks to the middle of the floor. Works right wing, driving, gets in the lane, passes tip. Joe will pick up the loose ball with 10 on the shot clock. Joe, step back 3 on the wing, short, but the offensive, it'll be a rebound by Range. I thought Tristan might pick that one up.
Yeah.
Kaplan on the wing, gets in the lane, lost the handle, taken away by Tristan Holt. Joe the other way, driving, kicks it left side, layup's good for Ty Bland. Marcel Dean left side. He wants a 3 on the wing off the front rim and tipped in by Little John. And what did we talk about, Bruce? The rebounding.
Yeah, that's a huge tip in there for the Coyotes. With that danger of going down here, double digits.
Right wing, Joe. Dean will guard him. Joe in the lane, pull up from the free throw line, good. (53-45) Braves, 13:49 to go. Murdoch wants a 3 this time, good. And a timeout called by Kansas Wesleyan. Braves lead at 53-48, 30-second timeout. You're listening to the KCAC quarterfinals on 1220, 103.7 FM KOFO.
Sophia and Chris Garcia came to Arvest Bank looking to get a home loan. Let's hear what happened.
Chris and Sophia, thanks for choosing me as your lender in the Arvest Home for Me app. And now...
There's more paperwork to do.
Nope, I got the info you sent through the app. And now...
We wait to hear from someone at your main office.
No, now you're pre-qualified and ready to find your new home.
Wow.
And I'll be with you every step of the way.
That's...
helpful.
Very helpful.
Home loans made easy. Arvest Bank, ready to help. Equal housing lender.
Huge 3-pointer there for Kansas Wesleyan. as Murdoch hits their first three of the second half. They're up to 6 of 15 on the evening. But if you're gonna try and go under a screen on Murdoch, I mentioned it. The one thing that might have been missing as a freshman at Friends was his mid-range to three-point game, and he'll step out on you.
Yeah, he's a smart point guard, plays with great pace, and that's what your point guard should do: is knock down big shots in big situations.
Brace switch sides of the floor to Bland. Joe sets a little phantom screen. Bland attacks, gets to the rim. Layup's good. He had to go over the taller A.J. Range. It's 55-48. We do see Ian Moore out of the locker room, Bruce. Heads to the scorer's table. Driving is Murdoch. Kicks it in the corner to Dean. Dean will go baseline. Partially tipped and around, and Ottawa gets the board. As Elijah Mason's the one that kept that alive on the defensive glass. 13:08 to play. Mason, right wing to Johnson III. Joe, they're going to double team him. Kicks it right wing to Bland. Bland will attack on Littlejohn. Looking to get in the lane. A whistle and a foul called on Littlejohn. That is his second, team foul number 5 on Kansas Wesleyan. Hunter and Duffy return. Moore will come in for Joe. 12:59 to play. 55-48 OU. Mallory will inbound on the baseline. Braves will stack Mason, Moore, and Daniels with Bland at the free throw line. Inbound. Ottawa's got to go quickly. They go to Daniels. He fades away. He's fouled by Murdoch as that shot came up well short. And for Murdoch, that is his second. Team foul number 6. Daniels afterwards grabbing his calf.
Yeah, cramping up.
My goodness. So Daniels will shoot 2. 8 points for him. He'll get to the foul line. Ottawa is a team 6 of 7. First free throw for Quan, good. Dre seems to be okay too. I see him asking Seeves. So,
yeah, these guys are not going to sit down easy.
Well, and for Kansas West, we haven't seen Tyus Jeffries tonight, the Allen County transfer, who just ate up Ottawa in Salina with 21. Yeah, and he was limping from coming out of the locker room in the second half, hasn't played a minute. So Ottawa leading 57-48. And we're going to have, no, it's not a jump ball. Elijah Mason was standing on the baseline, so we'll stay with Kansas Wesleyan. Into the game for Ottawa, Andre Jackson, and Daquan Daniels will check out. 57-48 score line in favor of OU with 12:47 left in the KCAC quarterfinals. Murdoch inbounds to Kaplan in the short corner. He looks to get to the rim. Layup's good in the foul. You just can't let him get inside on you. That's the third personal on Ty Bland.
Yeah, Ty Bland got slightly stuck on that screen. Didn't do a great job of getting his butt back to the baseline. Take away the baseline drive.
Kaplan completes the three-point play. 57-51 OU. 12:42 to go. Mallory left wing. Back up top, Elijah Mason. Right side to Andre Jackson. Finds Ty Bland. He's left open for 3. He shoots it in and out. Just really didn't set his feet that time.
He's too wide open.
Left side of the floor to Murdoch. Wants to attack. Gets inside and a whistle. And will they call it on the floor? Goes on Ottawa. And they're going to call the foul on Andre Jackson. That's his second.
His first.
Excuse me. Earlier they gave him the foul instead of Easton Hunter on the scoreboard. So that'll be why. Murdoch shoots 2. All right, let's just clawing back in. Joe Johnson III will come in for Ian Moore. With 12:23 left. Murdoch with 12. Make it 13 after the make. One more upcoming for June. Second's good. Pilots have cut it to 4 on a 5-0 run. Mallory looking left wing, has to come back to the middle of the floor. Hands it off to Johnson the third at the volleyball line. Joe attacks. Bounce pass inside to Elijah. Jackson Mallory trying to drive into the corner, and he steps out of bounds. Cut off by Kaplan. See if Ottawa might want to get a quick timeout here.
Hey, let's go, White! Big stop right here! Big stop!
57-53 OU, 12:06 to play. Coyotes led by as many as 11 in the first half. Ottawa was led by as many as 9 in the second. But the Coyotes currently on a 5-0 run with possession. Murdoch going to pull up from 20. Good. June was 16. And that's a 7-0 run for Kansas Wesleyan. Elijah left wing to Jackson Mallory. Right wing to Joe. Joe looking to drive, gets inside, goes off the glass, gets it to go. He had to avoid AJ range. Murdoch wants to get inside through the contact, scores anyways. She scored 6 straight. Ty Bland to the bucket, trying to float off the glass, falls to the floor, rebound by the Coyotes. Ottawa leading by 2. Skip pass left side, Kaplan. He gets in the lane, nobody stops him, layup's good, we're tied at 59. It's an 11-2 Kansas Wesleyan run. 11:03 to play, tied at 59. Mallory to the left of the center circle. Left wing to Andre Jackson. Dre works on Duffy, and they're going to call a foul on Duffy. That's team foul number 7. And for Duffy, his second personal. Kristen Hull will come in, as will Jaquan Daniels. But what an effort here by June Murdoch, Bruce.
Man, he is definitely leading this team right here back to a tie ball game. Like I said, just plays with a lot of pace, plays with a lot of confidence, and making some tough shots here down the stretch.
18 overall, 12 in the second half. So 1-1 for Andre Jackson. Free throw is good. Ottawa 9 of 10 from the free throw line. Coyotes 9 of 12. 10 minutes and 50 seconds to play. One more for the senior from Turner, Kansas. Seconds good. 61-59 Braves. And Ottawa's got to find a way to stop June Murdoch's dribble. And they're going to switch Jaquan Daniels onto him. And Joe will go out and guard Easton Hunter. The pick and roll with Murdoch. He wants a 3 from deep. Good. June Murdoch gives the Coyotes the lead up 62-61. 10:30 to go. Dribble handoff. Joe looking to attack on range. Fade away from Joe. Misses badly. Coyotes can go the other way with Duffy. Back to Murdoch. Coyotes leading by 1. Kaplan thought about the 3. And that's got to be an offensive foul as he pushes off on Daniels. And it is. That's team foul number 8 on Kansas Wesleyan. And for Kaplan, his second.
Yeah. Great defensive possession there by Daniels to get his feet set to draw that offensive foul.
Coyotes leading by 1. 10:13 to go. Inside, Andre Jackson off the glass. Good. Halfway mark of the second half. 1 point OU lead. Murdoch trying to drive on Daniels. Spins, backing in. Has to go left side to Kaplan. Kaplan drives on Joe. Help defense there. That's got to be a charge. Yes, it is. Kaplan picks up his 3rd. Andre Jackson steps in and takes that charge.
Got it.
I think Monson just got his first warning.
No, they were going to flop warning on 12. Murdoch.
On Murdoch. Yep. So, my apologies. 63-62 Braves, 9:50 left. Finally back in play, had to wipe up some of the sweat under the basket. Mallory at the point. They want to go to Tristan Hull just inside the 3-point line. He faces up right side. Joe off the screen. Lob down low to Andre Jackson. He works on Duffy. Goes back to Tristan Hull. Left wing Jackson Mallory. Good pick and roll, finds Tristan up and under, layup's good. Traded for Easton Hunter as he got caught right under the basket. Braves lead again by 3 at 65-62, 9:20 to go.
Great patience there by Tristan Hull to finish that. Big bucket for the Braves.
Murdoch, screen set there for him. He used it to the right. Jumper off the back rim this time. Daniels with a nice rebound. He falls to the floor. Loose ball scooped up by Mallory. And Daniels is really struggling with that right calf. Limping down the far sideline. Andre Jackson trying to go on Trey Duffy. Left wing out to Jaquan Daniels. Daniels going to pull up from the elbow. Well short, might have been blocked. He falls down at the end of the play. And Bland's going to have to check in for him. And the officials actually stopped the play, which Kansas Wesleyan very upset about. And Daniels is still down on the floor. He's going to try and pull himself off the floor.
Yeah.
Now he's going to limp over to the sideline. It's going to be Ty Bland, as I mentioned, into the game. 65-62. They're going to wipe up again the sweat from Daniels. Anthony Monson definitely upset. I'm not sure I can blame him there.
Yeah,
their team's out on the run, and the official back here that made the call. 8:40 to go. 65-62 OU. Easton Hunter left wing. They're going to post up Littlejohn on Mallory. This is going to be tough for Jack. Littlejohn spins back to his right. Shot was initially blocked. Mallory did a tremendous job of staying on his feet as he tried to defend the 6'6" freshman. 8:17 left. Ottawa by 3. Set the screen for Joe. Now another one for Andre Jackson. Dre. Looking to go right side. K-Dub not switching. They'll kick it in the corner to Ty. Ty drives on Marcel Dean. Joe fading away for 3. Air ball. A rebound by Kansas Wesleyan. Great defensive possession by the Coyotes. Had Ottawa fooled the entire time.
Yeah. Coach Munson has to be really, really pleased about that defensive possession stuff. Force the Braves into a bad shot.
7 minutes and 53 seconds left. Ottawa up 65-62. Littlejohn dribble hand off the Dean. Bounce pass to Murdoch at midcourt. Murdoch drives on Tristan Hull. Shots blocked right back to Joe Johnson the third. He'll go the other way. Joe in the lane on Dean. Misses in the rebound. Great defense by Marcel Dean. Coyotes go the other way. Murdoch to the short corner. Finds Kaplan on the wing for 3. Good. And we're tied at 65. Make that Littlejohn far side for 3. Tied at 65. Saw the 2 there, Bruce.
Right.
Mills on the far side of the floor. Timeout called by Ottawa. 65-65. The 7:15 to go. Full timeout called by OU in the KCAC quarterfinals on 1220 at 103.7 FM KOFO.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
My name is Jose Trejo. I'm a junior here at Ottawa University, and I'm currently studying exercise science. One of my favorite things about OU is that it's a small community, and coming from Western Kansas, where all there is small country towns, I felt right at home as everyone kind of just felt like family. It's a great community. It has a lot of support behind it, and most of the professors here are extremely well about getting you to understand the knowledge that they want you to understand.
Education for a lifetime at Ottawa University. To find out more, visit online at ottawa.edu.
Tied at 65, 7 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Coyotes have erased a 9-point Ottawa lead in this second half, Bruce. It's been a mix of June Murdoch and then them continuing to trust their 3-point shooting after that make from Corey Kaplan.
Yeah, the Coyotes are going to stay true to themselves. Although they were down, they've been solid executing offensively the entire game. They got a point guard that's in the zone right now that's playing at great pace. They're not going to be rattled. They're not going to get nervous. So they're staying the course and playing some good basketball right now.
Kansas Wesleyan 8 of 17 from 3. Ottawa just 3 of 13. Kristen holds the inbound in front of us. They go all the way in the backcourt of Jackson Mallory. 7:12 to go. 65-65. Mallory finds Bland left corner. Back to Mallory as they'll work middle of the floor. Dribble handoff to Joe Johnson III. Coyotes will switch. Joe looking to attack on Dean, gets into the body, bucket and the foul. And a three-point play opportunity for Joe. Foul called on Marcel Dean. 10th team foul on the Coyotes. Second personal on Dean.
Joe Johnson just did a great job of hanging in the air until he was able to release it at the highest point and knocks that shot down.
Joe to finish the three-point play. Ottawa's had to do it that way tonight as they just haven't dropped from deep. Joe has 13, misses the free throw. Not often we see that from Joe, who shoots 80% on the season, stays a 2-point OU lead, 6:50 left. Daniels will guard Murdoch to Little John left wing, hands it off to Hunter. Back up top, Murdoch, screen there. Daniels does beat the screen. Back to the left side, Hunter. Little John sets the screen. They want to go to him. Hunter spins back to his right. Back up top, Range. Range driving on Tristan Hall, gets in the lane. Shot was partially blocked. Range comes up short in the rebound by Tristan Hall.
Great defensive possession there by Hall with the block.
6:19 left. Ottawa by 2. Mallory left side. Off the screen, Joe. Y'all know they'll go to Tristan Hall. Tristan works on AJ. Still backing in. Wanted to get back to his right and does. Can't convert, but earns a trip to the free throw line as Range gets called for the foul, his third personal.
Tristan Hall, just showing great patience once again there. I think this is going to be key for the Braves down the stretch here, is to make sure if Hull has position on the block, continue to get him touches and maybe get a kick-out shot.
No legs on that free throw from Tristan. Comes up well short. Kaplan returns for Kansas Wesleyan. Dean will sit. Braves have misfired on their last 2 free throws. They're 10 of 13 on the night. Second one's good. Braves lead by 3. Sub for the Coyotes. They'll bring in Weathers to give Range probably enough time to go down, get a sip, and come right back in.
Right.
6:02 to play in the hands of first-team all-conference point guard June Murdoch, guarded by third-team All-American a year ago, Jaquan Daniels. They'll kick it in the corner to Weathers. Right side, Kaplan. Kaplan drives on Mallory, gets in the lane, scoops and scores as he floats in the lane. Cuts the lead down to 1. Kaplan with 15. Coyotes with 3 players in double figures. Braves trying to hand it off. Ball is loose. It's knocked out of play by Kaplan. It'll stay with OU. Elijah Mason comes in for Tristan Hall. And Ottawa leading by 1. Mallory backcourt to Joe with 18 on the shot clock. Daniels left wing. Hunter will guard him. Screen set for Daniels. He'll attack. Left side pass. They're trying to go Elijah Mason with the goes from one side of the block to the other, lays it in. Ottawa lead back to 3. Elijah with 9. Trying to stay right with June Murdoch. Gets in the lane and he's going to call for the foul, which isn't the worst thing in the world. That's team foul number 6. Second personal on Elijah.
Big bucket there by Mason.
As I mentioned, Bruce, AJ Range had enough time to get a drink and come back in as CJ Weathers will exit. Kaplan driving off the glass. Good. Ottawa has no answer for him. A couple guys making plays that in the first 2 matchups really were non-factors. Elijah Mason for Ottawa has 9, and Kaplan leading the way with 17 for Kansas Wesleyan. Daniels looking to go short corner, drives on Easton Hunter, able to go under the baseline, lay it in with his right hand on the left side. Back to a 3-point OU lead, 4:42 left. Murdoch, middle of the floor, 20 on the shot clock, goes to Kaplan. Mallory will guard him. Kaplan driving on Mallory to the basket, off the glass, good. Yeah. And he's had that shot anytime he wants all night.
Yeah, that's a tough shot, float to your left, coming back to that right hand.
4:19 to go, 72-71 OU. Trade just going to hold on to it on the wing. They find Mason at the free throw line. Elijah hands it off to Jaquan. They reach in on him. It's taken away by Hunter. And it's a 2-on-1 the other way for Kansas Wesleyan. Murdoch, shots blocked. And they call a foul on Andre Jackson, which will send Murdoch to the line for 2. So Murdoch shoots 2. Second person on Andre Jackson. 4 minutes and 2 seconds to go. Currently the score in North Newton, 68-65 in favor of Bethel. That's the final score. So Bethel moves on to the semifinals. End of the game will be Marcel Dean for Easton Hunter. Free throw's good from Murdoch, ties it at 72. The Coyotes done well from the foul line, 10 of 13. Murdoch 63% on the year. Tonight, 5 of 5. Coming for the sophomore from Wichita, hits the second to give Kansas Wesleyan a 1-point lead at 73-72, 4 minutes to play. Dean will guard Joe. Works middle of the floor, right side, Andre Jackson. He drives on Kaplan, trying to get inside. It goes out of bounds off of Ottawa. Oh no, the official, well, they're going to talk about it. Now it's a huge call. It is Ottawa possession. So I thought that Kaplan got the last piece of that.
Right.
Just 16 on the shot clock for OU.
Good job by the officials to talk about it.
They're going to go to Tristan Hull inside on range. Tristan trying to back in, working right side. Now back to his left, spinning. They're going to call him for the travel. There's too many moves from the big man.
And he's just got to go at range right now, playing with 3 fouls. Range is going to try to play smart. So Tristan has to be aggressive against him.
6 turnover on Ottawa. 3:37 left, and the Coyotes leading by 1. Little John, right side to Dean. Guarded by Mason. They want to lob it down low. Ottawa double teams. Backdoor cut by Kaplan, lays it in. Ottawa not sleeping again. 75-72 Coyotes with 3:20 left. Ottawa's going to take a timeout. With 3:15 to go, Kansas Wesleyan leads by 3, 75-72. 30-second timeout. Listen, Ottawa University men's basketball on KOFO.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents.
And Doug. Don't you just love the smell of old books? Shh, this is a library. Sorry, ma'am. We're looking for a book titled Liberty Mutual Customizes Your Car Insurance so you only pay for what you need.
I don't think we carry that, but check nonfiction.
He really does devour literature.
Please leave.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Welcome back. Coyotes have gone on a 25-15 run since Ottawa led. Had that 27-15 run since the Braves went up 57-48, Bruce, and they've been able to get stopped on the defensive end, and Ottawa offensively is just kind of stalled out.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Braves have got to make sure they continue to execute here, get some energy back in the gym.
Inbound to Mallory, 3:12 to go. Ottawa desperate for a bucket, trailing by 3. They'll leave it with Andre Jackson. Little John will guard him. Mallory right wing. Looks to drive on Kaplan, going baseline. Finds Tristan Hull. Tristan spinning in the lane, backs in on range, trying to score over the top, can't get it to go. Rebound by the Coyotes with 2:55 to play. And then a foul called on Ottawa, 90 feet from the basket. It goes on Jaquan. And Murdoch will shoot the 1-and-1. Team foul number 8.
Braves cannot afford to foul that far from their basket. Definitely sending Murdoch here to the free throw line.
Murdoch is 6 of 6 from the free throw line as he shoots the 1-and-1. Hits it. Murdoch with 24. Kaplan with 21 and Hunter with 12. For Ottawa, Johnson with 13 along with Hull and Daniels with 12. Braves have 3 timeouts left, as do the Coyotes. Second one good for Murdoch. Down the far sideline, Mallory hands it off to Daniels. Daniels looking to drive in the paint, leaves it inside. trying to get inside his hole, lost the handle. It's picked up by the Coyotes. Braves offense has just not been very good in the second half.
Right. The Coyotes are starting to tighten down defensively. Braves are going to have to do a better job of executing, stay stronger with the basketball.
Murdoch, 17 on the shot clock, guarded by Mallory, working in the lane. Lost, and a whistle and a foul called on Mallory for the push. It's team foul number 9. Let's see who they call it on. I think it's on Mallory. It's his first. Land comes in for OU. Tristan Hole will check out. .227 left. Final score, Southwestern beats Bethany 77-55. 59, excuse me, my bad, Bruce.
A chicken scratch.
Since it was 65-65, it has been a 13-7 run by Kansas Wesleyan. One more upcoming for Murdoch to stretch it out to 7. It's long, but the offensive rebound to Littlejohn, and they can run some more clock. And then afterwards, they call a foul on Ottawa. And that's going to be 2 free throws for Littlejohn. It goes on Mallory. So 2 shots for Littlejohn. The honorable mention all KCAC and all freshman team selection goes to the line. The freshman from Newton, graduate from Bishop Carroll. Coyotes in the double bonus for the remainder. First one for Littlejohn, good. Mallory will come out.
The next possession here for the Braves is going to be pretty key.
Duffy comes in for AJ Range.
I think the Braves would have to try to get Jackson maybe a touch here. Maybe get to the free throw line, get 2 of them down, and get stop the bleeding.
Littlejohn makes both. 80-72, Kansas Wesleyan, 2:20 left. Braves have been stuck on 72 for a long time. Handed off in the corner to Andre Jackson. Dre looks to cut on Dean, still working, spinning back to his right. A whistle, foul called on Kansas Wesleyan. Goes on Marcel Dean, his 3rd, and Jackson will shoot 2.
Good job by Jackson. Noticing his team needs a play offensively. He's the best player for the Braves right now, and he got to the free throw line here for 2.
Andre Jackson with 9 misses the free throw. AJ Range returns. Trey Duffy will sit. One more upcoming for Jackson. Misses both. Daniels gets the rebound, though. Kicks it in the corner to Joe for 3. And Daniels is down again. 3-pointers and air ball from Joe. And this one starting to get away. Kaplan driving in the lane. Lost the handle. Ball's loose. Daniels comes away with it, and they're going to call a timeout. Does Daniels as he was on the floor. One of 3 timeouts remaining for OU. 1 minute and 54 seconds to play, full timeout. You're listening to Ottawa University men's basketball on KOFO.
Highlighting female entrepreneurs. Sponsored by Indeed.
A Brooklyn business owner is making headlines. Paris McKenzie opened a beauty supply shop during the pandemic at 16 years old.
I've been helping my mom run her businesses since I was very, very young, so I know how to handle finances and how to market products in the store. I had enough money saved to invest in this.
Looking for quality candidates this new year? Look no further than Indeed. Our new video interview tool takes the hassle out of virtual hiring. Visit Indeed.com/credits.
Local radio continues to stand out among all audio platforms. Why? Because local radio broadcasters are one of you. Members of the community who see, care about, and understand what's going on in our hometowns. Local radio supports businesses and schools while also providing breaking news and weather, plus local events coverage and entertainment. Staying connected to our communities is at the heart of what we do. Trusted, accessible, free. Kansas broadcasters remain focused on you.
Ottawa Ottawa, who hasn't scored, Bruce, since the 4:05 mark. Excuse me, that's the 4:49 mark. We have 1:54 to go, and Kansas Wesleyan's always been a good defensive team, and Ottawa's had some good looks at the rim. They just haven't fallen.
Yeah, you're exactly right. The Braves, got to be really tight here down the last 2 minutes in terms of executing offensively, making sure the right players are taking the right shots at the right time.
1:53 left. Both teams in the double bonus. Bland with 2 screens, middle of the floor. Looking to drive on Littlejohn. Gets to the bucket, off the glass. No. Falls to the floor. Ottawa going to try and foul. No. They're going to throw it to the other end as it finds Littlejohn. His pass taken away, though. Chances there for OU right now. 3-pointer in the corner for Joe. Just nothing on the legs right now for the Braves. Just haven't had it from deep. They are 3 of 15 from 3. And 1:25 left, and Ottawa down by 8. Hunter guarded by Daniels. Right side pass, Littlejohn guarded by Elijah Mason. Top of the key, looking right side. And as he'll go to Kaplan to his left. Kaplan picks up his dribble, finds Duffy with 5 on the shot clock. Duffy inside to Littlejohn. Step back jumper off the glass, no. Rebound by Daniels, 58 seconds to go, Ottawa down by 8. Daniels drives, it goes off of his foot, and it's going to be last touched by him.
Yeah, tough break there by Daniels, who's being super aggressive there in transition, trying to get the quick bucket so that the Braves can try to get a quick stop or foul to extend this game.
8-point Coyote lead, 54 seconds left. They'll go to range at midcourt. Hands it off to Hunter. They'll go back to Kaplan. And they call a foul on Joe as he picks up his third as Kansas Wesleyan leading by 8. Two for Corey Kaplan. Has 21. He's 3 of 5 from the foul line, 5 boards and 5 assists. Coyotes tonight, 16 assists on 28 made baskets. Free throw for Kaplan Law is strong and no good. Duffy checks in for range. 47.6 left. Second up coming for Kaplan, in and out. Ottawa's had opportunities, Bruce. Kansas Wesleyan has their 4th straight possession without points.
Right.
Bland trying to get anything, driving inside, shots blocked, and a whistle and a foul called on Littlejohn with 36.8 remaining.
Yeah, good job there by Bland. Braves needed to get something here out of this possession. See, they have an opportunity at a free throw line, can cut into this lead.
Free throw for Bland, no. Ottawa has just not had it from the foul line, just 16 of 22. They missed 3 out of their last 4. Range will come back in, as will Marcel Dean. One more upcoming for Ty Bland. Free throw, good. 80-73. Braves will take a timeout with 36.8 to go, trailing by 7 in the KCAC quarterfinals. You're listening to Ottawa University men's basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches, weakness, or discomfort in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 selling nerve care company. Nervive contains alpha-lipoic acid to relieve nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort, and B-complex vitamins to support healthy nerve function as you age. Live your life with less nerve discomfort with Nervive Nerve Relief. Learn more at nervivehealth.com.
If you're a propane customer, make sure your propane system is operating safely by having it inspected by a qualified service technician. If you've run out of propane or had an interruption of service, your propane supplier is required to test your propane system to ensure that it is leak-free and safe. Each family member should know what propane smells like and what to do in the event of a gas leak. Call your propane supplier for additional information. This message brought to you by this station and the Kansas Propane Education and Research Council, Greg Knoll, Executive Director.
36.8 to go. Coyotes leading the Braves 80-73. As it is Coyote possession after Glenn goes 1 of 2 from the foul line. Hunter shoots 79% from the free throw line. Murdoch at 63. I see range at over 70%. Dean at 96 on the year. Braves will show trap. Hunter goes by him. Ottawa not fouling yet. They're going to go for the steal, and then they call the foul on Mallory. And it will send Hunter to the line for 2 free throws. Daniels may be lucky not to get the technical there and spike the ball after the play.
It's pretty close. He almost was going for it, but
free throws for Easton Hunter has 12. He's 4 of 8 from the field and 4 of 5 from 3. Makes the first one. Duffy comes in for range. One more upcoming for Easton Hunter. The freshman from Mandale. And outside of AJ Range, this is a very young Kansas Wesleyan team, Bruce.
You're exactly right. I just was thinking the same thing. Coach Monson's going to have the same group coming back, and I'm sure he'll find a player to replace Range.
Land right side to Johnson the third. He'll pull up on the wing for 3. It's off the mark. And then after the play, they call a foul on Mallory.
Ooh.
Who tried to go for the jump ball. So to the free throw line will be Alex Littlejohn. That is Mallory's 3rd personal, team already in the double bonus, of course. So Littlejohn with 7 to go along with 8 rebounds and 1 assist. Free throw is good. For a team that only shoots 68% on the year, they are 17 of 23, over 75%. Make that 18 of 24, excuse me, as they update it. One more upcoming for Littlejohn. He makes both. 84-73 with 20 seconds left. This ties the largest lead of the game for the Coyotes. Daniels drives on Murdoch. Layup's not there. Ball's tipped around as Daniels hits the wall. 10 seconds remaining, and they're going to run it out. Ottawa will fall in the KCAC quarterfinals by a score of 84-73. Kansas Wesleyan will move on to the semifinals as they await the winner of Oklahoma Wesleyan, the 1 seed, and the 9 seed Avila. We'll take a break. You're listening to Ottawa University men's basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Oh, light storms.
It's okay. Let's talk about how we can stay safe during a storm. The safest place to take shelter from a tornado or a windstorm is in an interior room, on the lowest level of a building, or in a basement or a safe room.
Talk to your child about storm safety today. For more information, visit ksready.gov. A message from the Kansas Division of Emergency Management.
What is radon? Home exposure to radon gas is the leading cause of lung cancer death in the United States for non-smokers. In Kansas, 1 in 4 homes will test at or above the EPA action level. The Surgeon General recommends all homes be tested and fixed if necessary. Visit kansasradonprogram.org for more information. Test, fix, save a life. This message brought to you by the Kansas Radon Program, the Kansas Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things. You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too. And that's why we did something about it. We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers. We are normal people just like you. And together, we can make a difference. Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Final score, Kansas Wesleyan 84, Ottawa 73. Braves will finish their season at 21-11. The Coyotes improve to 22-9 as they will go to the semifinals for the first time in a long time. I didn't actually get a chance to check that. Last time these two teams met in the KCAC tournament, it was Ottawa getting the best of the Coyotes on the road in 2017-18 to go to the semis. So big win for Kansas Wesleyan. They came in here led by 11 in the first half. had to deal with a little bit of run by OU to start the second, as the Braves led by as many as 9. But then the Coyotes just shut down Ottawa on the offensive end, held the Braves over the final 4 minutes and 54 seconds to 1 point.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Great job here by the Coyotes, especially defensively. When the Braves, came in, right before half, made their run. You talk about that big 3 there by Hunter. But in the second half, midway through, tides turned. And defensively, for the Coyotes, just locked down on the Braves. And I think one of the biggest stats, from a Brave standpoint was, 0 for 7, from the 3-point line.
Yeah, in that second half, just couldn't get anything to go. Leading scorer tonight for Kansas Wesleyan, June Murdoch with 26, 3 rebounds and 8 assists. Corey Kaplan, 21 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. Easton Hunter with 14. For Ottawa, Joe Johnson III and Tristan Hull both had 13. Daniels with 12, and Ty Bland finished with 10. Andre Jackson, 9 points and 4 boards. Elijah Mason, 9 points off the bench. Jackson Mallory, 5 points and 5 rebounds. And then Ian Moore, after he got injured early on in the first half, ending up with 2. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap it up. Ottawa falls by a final of 84-73 in the KCAC quarterfinals. You've been listening to Ottawa University men's basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
The KOFO Sports Guide is the best way for you to follow your favorite high school or Ottawa University teams throughout the year. Football, basketball, soccer, and wrestling, baseball and tennis, track, golf, softball, and more. Pick up your free KOFO Sports Guide at Monroe 816, Red Door Home Group, Ms. Fix-It Computer Repair, and Neosho County Community College. You can also find the KOFO Sports Guide online at KOFO.com.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things. You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too. And that's why we did something about it. We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers. We are normal people just like you. And together, we can make a difference. Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard, aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Braves fall in the KCAC quarterfinals to the 5 seed Kansas Wesleyan, 84-73. Braves finish at 21-11. And Ottawa goes 3 of 16 from 3, Bruce. Their lowest field goal total on the year. They had 4 against Southwestern in that blowout loss on Saturday. Unfortunately, 3 of their worst performances from 3 happened in a 3 out of 4 game span. This team hasn't per se lived or died by the 3, but it's definitely helped them at times this year. And tonight it definitely came back to bite them.
Yeah, the 3-point shot's just a huge part of the Braves offense, especially for Joe Johnson, who just struggled here from the 3-point line, just going 1 for 8. So tough night for him. Kids still play extremely hard to end with 13 points. And, when Ian Moore went down, that just made the Coyote defense just to focus on Joe Johnson more at the 3-point line, because now your other 3-point threat is off the floor.
Yeah, as Ottawa finishes at 21-11, they are now in limbo as they wait. It'll be a long wait. I believe, as you mentioned, it'll be either Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. And as we know from years past, the KCAC has not drawn quite as nicely in Division II as some people might be predicting, for this expanded field to 64 this year. You just don't know. A lot of rumors last year after losing at the buzzer at Oklahoma Wesleyan that Ottawa was the first team out when it was of 48. This year the Braves finish in 4th in the regular season, bow out in the quarterfinals. Where do you kind of see, you can't predict the future, but overall, I mean, as you give a pitch for this team, and, do they deserve to be in the tournament?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, in terms of reputation, that always helps, for Raiders to see the Ottawa name and the core players on this team that still remain from that national tournament team. So I think the Braves do have a chance. And we talked about the strengths of the KCAC, Oklahoma Wesleyan being in the top 5, top 10. And Bethel as well as they play. Southwestern has a great tradition being at the national tournament. So you have the Braves and Kansas Wesleyan that is still there, that has a chance. So I think the Braves can get there, but it's going to be tough, and they may be one of those last teams in, depending on what happens in these postseason tournaments, because the winner of a national tournament team can
get it automatic.
Yeah, get an automatic from the conference tournament, and they will still, an at-large bid.
Kansas Wesleyan will go to either Oklahoma Wesleyan or will host Avila on Saturday at 7 p.m. in the KCAC semifinals. Already Bethel and Southwestern locked up their spots earlier this evening, and the Coyotes, I believe, have probably locked up their spot. They had a couple wins over some GPAC teams earlier in the year, which that's the ones you think about as an Ottawa Brave fan, is the loss on the road to Briarcliff by 1, and you lose by 10 to Concordia. And that one definitely hurts. And then the Avila loss early in the year by 2 points. Those are the three that you kind of think about. If Ottawa wins one of those two GPAC games, it probably goes their way. But now you just wait, and for this group of seniors, and you've got Jackson Mallory, you've got Andre Jackson, you've got Jaquan Daniels and Joe Johnson III. These next few days are just going to be brutal.
Yeah, it's going to be super long, and that's the tough part. I think the Braves can take some days off. They'll go down to championship Monday, get their all-conference awards, and then have to come back home and definitely wait. So it's always tough to go down there when you're not playing in that game. But the Braves that are receiving all-conference rewards, and they got to celebrate the regular season and sit and wait and see if their name is called on that selection day. Super exciting for NAIA basketball. I can tell you the truth in terms of getting that that March Madness feel.
As we don't know if this is our final broadcast or not, Bruce, I definitely want to thank you for all your help this year. For your work with Blue Frame and adding some overlays and starting lineups and things. You made this broadcast so much better, not just, of course, with your voice, but adding some other things to it, and can't thank you enough.
Can't thank you enough. So you make my job easier in terms of being willing to call these games, not only basketball, but football, flag football, baseball, all the stuff that you're going to do here for us this spring. You will not saying bye to Casey Weeder by any means. Hopefully the Braves will have another basketball game, but you can catch him on the Brave Sports Network, KCAC Network here all this postseason.
Upcoming broadcast is Saturday. We'll have women's flag football. Also have some baseball and softball on Sunday, correct? And then, of course, lacrosse will take on Indiana Tech, a number 2 ranked team in the country. So if the weather's nice on Sunday, definitely come on out to Advent Health Field or down to the Dick Peters Sports Complex. As KOFO will pick up our coverage for baseball and softball here in about a month as the weather warms up. I'm kind of fair weather on that. And so as you heard from Blake Griffin from that great call of the win on the walk-off the other day against Northwestern, he's going to pick up the mic there.
He is.
To do some games going forward. But definitely want to thank everyone for listening. We've had some listeners for a long time, especially with the Mallory family over the last 5 years. I'm not sure what I'm going to do without having Jack on the floor. When I started my journey 5 years ago, he was a freshman. It was hard to see Mason McDowell go. He was also there. And then this group of players that have kind of changed the culture of this program from a team that was kind of middle of the pack, maybe bottom half of the KCAC going into 2017-18 to where they are now is really impressive and definitely lays a marker going forward. Jackson Mallory will go out as the winningest player in Ottawa history and finishing second in assists. I definitely need to run through these real quick, Bruce, before we get done here. Jackson Mallory, second in assists all time in Ottawa University history as he finishes his career with 400 and I believe he ended up with 1 or 2 assists tonight. We'll take a look at that. 400 and so this is great radio right here, Bruce.
3. He had 3 tonight.
He had 3 tonight. So he finished with 453 as he comes up 8 short of Rodney Gilliard's record of 461. Andre Jackson, so close to 500 rebounds as he finishes his career coming up with 4 boards tonight. So he finishes with 493 rebounds in his time. Jaquan Daniels also getting close to 500. Joe Johnson III ends up with total 3s on the year. He was just 1 for 8 tonight. So he moves into 3rd all-time, make that 4th all-time. He does pass Adam Hasty with 189 in his career. And then also with that 1-3 moves into 3rd place for single season with 89 threes. Jaquan Daniels, 157 steals, makes him 6th all-time. So congratulations to all of those guys. A great group, and whether we get to play again or not, definitely need to get that out there. Just because of what they've done, and some of these records, date back to the early 1900s. So I think some bright days ahead for this program. No matter what happens in the postseason, another 20-win year. You win 21. Last year, came up 1 game short of getting to 20. in a shortened season. So, having 4 straight winning seasons, first off, 3 of those seasons, 19 wins or more, 2 of those seasons with 20 wins, including a KCAC regular season title, and finishing 5th in the country in 2020.
Yeah, Braves basketball is definitely going in the right direction. Siebes and his staff has done a great job and got a recipe for success. So once you figure it out, you just go find those type of players that just have different names that's going to be playing for the Braves, and hopefully that success can sustain and they continue to have those 20-plus win seasons.
I want to thank everyone for listening again. As Ottawa finishes the year at 21-11, they will now wait for the NAI selection show next week. Make sure you stay tuned to OttawaBraves.com. Katie Tooley, of course, has always done a great job for us all year, feeding us all kinds of stats and game notes. Ottawa might find a way to sneak in. If not, another great season. And as always, I want to thank everyone for listening. And again, thank you, Bruce.
Thank you.
We'll wrap it up. Final score, 84-73. Kansas Wesleyan defeats Ottawa and eliminates them from the KCAC tournament in the quarterfinals. You've been listening to Ottawa University men's basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
We hope you enjoyed our coverage of Ottawa University Braves men's basketball on KOFO. Brought to you by Kansas State Bank, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Quality Structures, and by Our Best Bank, Advent Health Ottawa, and Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home. OU women's basketball on KOFO is also brought to you by CarStar, Ottawa University, the Ottawa Herald, Sutton's Jewelry,